piece of the pie. We are tired of getting crumbs. We have families just like them. I put pepperoni and extra cheese. We want it.
Let's get it all.
We want it.
Let's get it all.
We have part-timers that they won't tell y'all. The drivers make a decent wage. It's not even good enough. Because they're out there in the heat, the winter, they need more money. And they tell y'all, oh, they make $40. But what they won't tell y'all is this. We have part-timers in there only making $16 living in shelters. How do you be a multi-billion-dollar company and you have people living in shelters and you have the nerve to look at them and say, well, I think you make enough. Right? Carol, she making $1 million. Never worked a day of her life at UPS. They put a video on where she moved the same box maybe 10 times in a minute. She would pass out if she had to do the work in the warehouse that these brothers and sisters are doing. If she had to get on a truck, she'd probably make one stop before she passed out. All right? Without the working people, which are y'all in America, this world does not move. During the pandemic, without UPS, we made sure that they had their toilet papers, their medicine, and everything else. We put our lives on the line for everybody. So only thing we're asking for is to give us a piece of the pie. Okay?
Sean O'Brien has said he's not selling part-timers out. We're at the bargaining table. He's repeated it over and over again. We are in unity across the country. There's demonstrations like this going on across the country. We are not selling anybody out in this contract. That's a fact. All right? The last 2 days of bargaining, all of a sudden, UPS, who admitted throughout all these negotiations that you guys and girls make the money for them. You guys and girls are the face of the franchise, that we're going to reward them. All of a sudden, it's like when somebody goes to dinner with 9 people and everybody gets alligator arms at the dinner table. And now it's we have no more to give.
I'm from the Bronx. We're out here in Queens today. And I'm not the only one here from the Bronx. We got Danny Kane and Tommy Oliver from Local 202 out in Hunts Point. Coming here to offer our support. We just want you all to know that we have your back. We have your back. And we say we mean this city has your back, this country has your back, everyday people have your back, because you're not just fighting for yourselves. You are fighting to raise the standard for all working people in this country. That's what this fight is about. UPS, we are talking about a strike authorization of well over 300 million workers. Around, yeah, sorry, 300. Sorry, I got that wrong. I got the number wrong. Don't go with that. Sorry. It's too early in the morning. I have no coffee. No, but we're talking about we're talking about the largest strike authorization in American history. 340,000. Sorry, I had a couple extra zeros there. I don't know how to say. Over 340,000 workers have authorized a strike from UPS. That is an enormous amount. That is the largest strike in American history. Danny and I were just talking. We think this is one of the largest strike authorizations and labor actions in the world going on right now. And when we do that, and we're going to claim it right now, when we win that, we are going to raise that average, raise that standard for all workers.
This practice rally of what this is, this feeling of us not Elise or Chris or Bill or Sue or Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez or anyone. It was the Teamsters. It was us all one, fighting for a cause that is so important, not just for us, as it's already been said, but for people all across the country. You know, just thinking about myself, or not even about myself, people who I work with here, as Chris mentioned before, who live in shelters. People who can't afford to pay their kids, pay tuition for their kids, or be able to buy food, or pay rent, or whatever it is that you have dreams and aspirations to be more, see more, do more for yourselves and your families, and you can't do that on $16 an hour, right? It's just not possible to be able to live and dream the things that you want to dream for yourselves and your family, right?
Teamsters! Say it loud! Teamsters! Say it proud! Teamsters! Who are we? Teamsters! Who are we? Teamsters! Who are we? Teamsters! Teamsters! What do we want? When do we want it? Now! If we don't get it, shut it down! If we don't get it, shut it down! If we don't get it, shut it down!
We are the Teamsters! The mighty, mighty Teamsters.
UPS can't ignore. Teamsters Local 804. Who are we? Teamsters. Who are we? Teamsters. Who are we? Teamsters. Who are we? Teamsters.
It was 22.4s. Some of these guys still 22.4s. We eliminated that. We're not stopping there. We're gonna keep negotiating contracts for everybody, so everybody could get a fair contract and have a good future at UPS and take care of their families.
That's the message of solidarity that we have right now. UPS wants to give a good deal for full-timers. We just ended 22.4, but they don't want to do the same for part-timers. So what's our message of solidarity?
We're gonna fight until they pay up. We're not worried about that. We on the front line for as long as it takes that make sure that everybody get a fair contract. I was a 224, now I'm an RPCD. We just ended 224, so all my guys gonna be RPCDs when the contract get negotiated, and that's it. We're gonna have a beautiful future here at UPS.
We need our fair share. We're the backbone of this company. We do the footwork every single day. They wouldn't be able to make the money that they make if it wasn't for us coming into work every day in all types of weather conditions. You see, it's gonna be another 90-something degree day out here, and we want our fair share. That's it. We don't have no problem working. As you see, we come every day, but we want what we deserve.
My name is Elijah Buckram. I'm an RPCD. I used to be a 224 here, and you know, I'm actually confident. I believe in Sean O'Brien and Vinnie Perrone. I believe the Teamsters going to negotiate what we need to negotiate. You know what I mean? The working conditions as a UPS driver is hard. You know what I mean? If it's 90 degrees outside, then there's 120 in the back of the truck. I remember when I was a trainee, a guy showed me a cookie dough in a Ziploc bag, and he said, yo, I'm gonna send you a picture at lunch. And at lunch, the cookie dough started to cook. That's how hot it is in the back of a UPS truck. And all we want, we don't want nothing heinous. We just want something fair. You know what I mean? We want equal rights, we want air conditions. We got guys that went out for heat exhaustion. We got people that passed out. A driver called me yesterday, he said his nose was bleeding twice. We just want fair conditions. The part-timers, they getting paid $16 an hour. I think McDonald's get paid more than them, and they work hard. They work hard. One part-timer is loading 4 trucks at a time. That's 200 pieces a truck on average, so that's 800 pieces a day that one part-time worker is putting in trucks. That's a lot. And to give them $16, that's a slap in the face. And we asked you for a raise, you say you can't do it. Y'all made 16 point what? billion last year? Come on. Come on, we got to do better. We wouldn't be able to do anything if it wasn't for us, the Teamsters. If they didn't preload and we didn't deliver, UPS wouldn't make no money. During COVID, they made a lot of money, a boatload of money during COVID. We didn't get hazard pay, we didn't get nothing, but we showed up every day. We showed up every day to make sure the vaccines was on time. We showed up every day to make sure the baby that needed his diapers got his diapers. The people that needed toilet paper got their toilet paper. So all we asking is what we deserve. It ain't nothing that we don't deserve. You know what I mean? And I believe, like I said, I believe Sean O'Brien, Vinnie Perrone, Teamsters, Local 804, we gonna get the job done. I strongly believe that. And it don't matter how long it takes. I'm willing to stay out, you know what I mean? Let's do it.
Spent 18 years at UPS. Conditions are as they were 18 years ago, 17 years ago, nothing changed. We still got to do the work, we still got to deliver. And what the conditions, I mean, you come to work, we all knew what we signed up for when we began the job. And things changed, the inflation ate most of our money. 17, 18 years ago when I started, $60,000 would take me way long. Further than $120,000 now. So definitely I want better financial conditions. like the AC stuff, I'm all for it. I don't know how much it's gonna help us over here in New York. People in the Midwest, they need that more than we are, but I'm all for it. But like I said, I'm against my local getting involved in politics. Place where I came from, I was raised in Poland in 70s and 80s, so I know what the labor can do for people, how we can improve our stuff when we are all together. But we shouldn't get involved in politics. We should be in the middle of everything. Washington will change 2 years, 4 years from now, and we will stuck there. So I don't want that. I want my presidents, I want my local to be right in the middle. When they can deliver, regardless who is in DC. Ms. Cortez was over here. She's looking for her crowd. I'm not in that wagon. Definitely not. Like I said, back when I know what socialism does and what free will does to the people, so we stay right in the middle. We do things out. We push you shoulder to the wheel and keep grinding until we get improved financially a little bit. I'm not saying I'm not gonna be a millionaire working at UPS, but I just want to have decent living. I can do it now with the wages we got right now. No, 8 years ago, all right. Today, no. So I'm all for the strike. I'm all for standing together and trying to working things out. Hopefully, works things out without us going on a strike. But we'll see. We're almost there. 2-3 weeks.
My name is Karif Dunnan. I am a part-time preloader at UPS. I've been working here for a year and a half so far. The working conditions is I ain't gonna lie, it's not fair. I just feel like we're underpaid, we're underappreciated. The amount of work I do in a day, I just feel like I should make more for what I do.
I have a face for radio. Better heard than
I don't know. It's really a lot. Like I don't really want to go into like. I couldn't go into detail, but I'll be here like all day basically. But it's just a lot needs to be changed. Management, like even the part-time preloaders too. Like some of them who have a lot of time, they get lazy, and the seniority protects them, so they don't have to do as much work. Me coming in new, somebody who's been here like a year and a half, I have to work extra hard, bust my ass, you feel me, to make nothing. And right now, I'm on my way to my second job. I literally have 2 jobs, even with this, so we don't make enough.
How many hours you work a day?
I work 5 hours here, and I work 5 hours out at my other job.
How many? 7 days a week, or?
No, this is 5 days a week.
And what are your hopes for with the new contract negotiations?
My hopes is that we do get a pay increase. I hope we do get a pay increase. I hope they start giving the part-timers a little more time so we can make enough to get through and survive the week and stuff like that.
My name is Johnson Nazaire. I've been working for UPS for 4 years. Well, scratch, 3 years. I'm working for UPS for 3 years. And my title, I'm a full-time helper. So my regular shift is basically I'll go out with the drivers from 9 a.m. till 6 p.m., sometimes 7 p.m. Now, because of this volume being low, I get stuck in the building. Basically, I gotta do my 8 hours in the building. I do 4 hours in the morning, go home, and then have to come back from 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. for me to come back in the morning for a 4:15 shift. That's how I gotta get my 8 hours. But now I'm in a dilemma where I cannot do the evening shift. So even though we're supposed to be guaranteed our 8, now we're not guaranteed our 8. It's a split shift. So whatever hours you work in one shift, that's the money that you make. Now you don't make it to the second shift, you don't get that. You don't get those 4 hours. So I'm here outside today. I just want a fair contract, better job language for my classification as a driver helper. You know, we just need better language as far as the do's and don'ts. You know, we have a classification, but we really don't, because there's 224s, there's 223s, there's RPDs, there's full-time helpers, but we don't have a language in the contract. So when the company starts screwing people over, we get, as full-timers, we're the lowest. we get screwed big time. No matter if you got 20 years, 10 years, 15 years, it does not matter. They put you back in the building and you got to work 4 hours here and then come back in the evening 4 hours again.
And what's it like working in the building?
Oh, it's hard. It's hard. It's hard because you're talking about different packages having, it could be a small box, but it's 40 pounds small box. There's boxes that's stacked up in the trucks, and then you got to unload the trailers. So when you unload the truck, you take a box here, a small box on the top you didn't see could fall on you. You could really get hurt. And then, as far, especially now, especially in this heat.
Do the trucks have AC?
No. We have a fan. We got those warehouse fans blowing hot air. You know, I told my supervisor this morning, the smart thing would be is you grab a big tote, you put a lot of ice in the tote, and put water bottles. Keep the workers hydrated.
That's why, because you're scared.
You know, keep us hydrated.
That's why you
I gotta get off the line.
forever.
I have to get off the line and then go get water. In the meanwhile, you could just keep your tote full of ice. Put the water bottles in there. Everything is chill. We could go. We could keep working. You know, but
I heard full of racist. I've heard that from many members as they walked out of the office. They got their suspension.
And then you mentioned
That's why I got suspended.
Yeah. People
that.
don't know.
okay, so basically 224s, they even though that's gonna get eliminated in the new contract, but 224s were like basically the new drivers. Even though they do the same job as a RPD, regular package driver, like for drivers that's been here for like over 5 years, 6 years, they consider RPD. Even though they've been there, even though they do the same job, they were getting paid differently. Yeah, so those are the 224s, and then you got the 223s, which are the people, the full-timers that work in the building. And then, like I said, and then you got us, which is a full-time homeless. And like I said, there's no language for us.
How do they establish who's who? Like what title they get?
I think that when Chris Paul used to become the
I
president.
have no idea. It's whatever job that's available.
You heard that? I heard that Freudian slip.
Whatever job is available, then it's like, okay, that's what we have available. You want it or not?
That's where we belong.
Work 7 days or 6
No,
days?
I work 5 days.
5 days.
Oh, yeah, we know
5 days, Monday through Friday. Sometimes, depending how I'm feeling, I'll come on a Saturday. The majority of the time, it's Monday through Friday.
Thank you, 813, yeah. 831. Teamsters!